NVDA Stock, the only video you need to see. Welcome back to our YouTube channel Shareholdr. In today's video, we are going to talk about NVDA Stock, everything you need to know about NVIDIA Stock. NVIDIA Corp. designs, develops, and markets graphic processors and related hardware and software products. The company pioneered the development of the graphics processing unit, a type of electronic chip or circuit capable of rendering graphics for display in electronic devices. GPUs were originally designed for the PC graphics market and the video game industry, but because GPUs are capable of performing more complex computational calculations, NVIDIA architecture has become a crucial technology for artificial intelligence, machine learning, autonomous vehicles, robotics, augmented reality, and virtual reality, as well as for cryptocurrency mining. NVIDIA was founded in 1993 by the current CEO Jensen Huang, Chris Malachowski, and Curtis Priem. The company introduced the GeForce 256 in 1999, calling it the world's first GPU. In January of that year, NVIDIA went public via an initial public offering. Today, the company's GPUs power many of the company's fastest supercomputers in the world. NVIDIA is headquartered in Santa Clara, California. The company is classified as a member of the technology industry. It operates in the semiconductor industry, and some of its main rivals include Intel Corp., Advanced Micro Devices Inc., and Xilinx Inc. NVIDIA generated a net profit of $4.3 billion over $16.7 of income in the fiscal year 2021, ending January 30th, 2021. Here are some recent developments in NVIDIA stock. On May 9, 2022, NVIDIA paid $5.5 million to settle allegations made by the SEC of failing to inform investors of the importance of cryptocurrency mining for its revenue growth. On February 7, 2022, NVIDIA and SoftBank jointly announced that they would end the proposed merger between ARM and NVIDIA due to regulatory opposition. The merger had been criticized for its potential to reduce competition in the chip industry. On January 10, 2022, NVIDIA and ARM submitted a 28-page report to the UK Competition and Markets Authority. The report thwarted critics of the deal and outlined why the acquisition should be approved. NVIDIA announced plans to buy ARM 16 months ago, in September 2020. In November 2021, the UK authority launched an in-depth investigation into the proposed merger, citing concerns that it would be anti-competitive and create national security risks. On July 10, 2022, NVIDIA announced that it would acquire Bright Computing, a software company specializing in high-performance computing systems. Companies in various industries, such as healthcare and financial services, use Bright software to configure and run HPC clusters. Clusters are groups of servers joined in a single unit by high-speed networks. Financial terms of the acquisition was not disclosed. What's happening with NVIDIA's acquisition of ARM? On September 13, 2020, NVIDIA announced that it had agreed to acquire ARM Limited, a UK-based semiconductor and software company specializing in AI, from SoftBank Group Corp. and Japanese-based SoftBank Vision for a fund of $40 billion. NVIDIA says that it expects the transaction to close in approximately 18 months, but the deal has come under close scrutiny by regulators around the world and is therefore unlikely to be completed with the original deadline if completed at all. On December 2, 2021, the United States Federal Trade Commission filed a lawsuit to block the acquisition due to antitrust concerns after a unanimous vote from committee members. The FTC said the combination of the two chip companies would give NVIDIA the illegal control over the technology that rival companies need to develop competing products. The company also said that the combination would create the potential to stifle innovation in next-generation technologies, such as technologies used to power data centers and driver assistance systems in cars. An administrative process is expected to begin on August 9, 2022, nearly 2 years after the agreement was announced. Weeks earlier, on November 16, 2021, the UK's antitrust regulator, the Competition and Markets Authority, launched an in-depth investigation into the proposed deal. The CMA said it will investigate antitrust concerns and national security concerns associated with the takeover. The latest CMEA investigation follows an initial Phase 1 investigation into the potential competition implications of the agreement. The second phase of the investigation is expected to take 24 weeks before a final report is delivered to British Digital Secretary Nadine Dorrier. On January 10, 2022, both NVIDIA and ARM submitted a 28-page report explaining why the agreement should be approved. In addition to US and UK regulators, the proposed NVIDIA-ARM agreement must be subject to scrutiny by regulators in the European Union and China. On February 7th, SoftBank Group and NVIDIA announced that they would be discontinuing acquisition talks due to significant regulatory challenges. You could use them to give your products a huge edge. SoftBank is now studying a potential IPO for ARM. What's happening with NVIDIA and the chip shortage? By the end of 2020, it was evident that a global semiconductor shortage was ongoing. They were creating serious and growing disruptions for consumers and for many global technology, automobile, and consumer electronics companies that use chips in products they make and sell. The reasons for the continuing shortage are numerous. They include supply problems due to factory closures and adverse weather conditions due to the COVID-19 pandemic, sudden spikes in demand for chips from consumers and businesses, and even an unexpected surge in demand from cryptocurrency miners. The crisis proved to be a boon for NVIDIA. The company's chips are used in gaming consoles and data centers, the demand for which increased over the pandemic. The company's quarterly revenue increased 50% year over year to reach a new record of $7.1 billion in the third quarter of fiscal year 2022, which ended October 31st, 2021. The company said it had achieved record data center revenue, up 55%, and record gaming revenue, up 42%. In a conference call with analysts, CEO Jensen Huang said he felt very good about the company's supply situation, despite the chip shortage. While growing demand for chips is driving NVIDIA's record financial results, the company is still concerned with possible shortages as a company without a factory. This means NVIDIA does not manufacture its own chips. Instead, it designs chips and outsources manufacturing to third-party companies to carry out production. So, NVIDIA could still be hit by shortages if its third-party vendors can't produce chips fast enough to meet the growing demand. However, the supply situation is expected to improve in 2022, reducing the risk of a supply outage for NVIDIA. JP Morgan Research said in early December 2021 that semiconductor companies it covers are significantly increasing capital spending to meet demand, which should help alleviate shortages. What's happening with NVIDIA and crypto? NVIDIA GPUs were once designed primarily for the graphics and PC gaming industry, but as previously mentioned, the speed and efficiency with which GPUs can solve complex computational problems have made them ideal for technologies such as artificial intelligence and machine learning, as well as for cryptocurrency mining. Cryptocurrency miners use computers to verify transactions taking place on a cryptocurrency's blockchain system by solving complex mathematical problems. Miners once relied solely on central processing units to solve these problems, but the central role of CPUs has been overshadowed by the faster, more efficient GPUs. The cryptocurrency boom of 2017 sent GPU prices skyrocketing. Graphics cards that would normally sell for $800 were selling for up to $2,000, as miners represented an entirely new source of demand beyond gamers. In 2018, during an earnings call with analysts, NVIDIA said its graphics card inventory was at an all-time low, partly due to the strong demand from the cryptocurrency market. But when the market cooled in 2018, NVIDIA stood still, the value of the months of expensive inventory that proved difficult to sell to price-conscious players. Miners exacerbated the oversupply problem by dumping their now unwanted GPUs on the secondary market. Tell us in the comment section your view on the topic. Alright, that's it for today's video. If you like watching our content, consider subscribing by clicking the subscribe button down below. Thanks for watching.